Hello and welcome to Highway to Heaven. Today I want to make another episode about Holy Week. So Holy Week has 5 days: Palm Sunday, Holy Thursday, Holy Friday, Holy Saturday, and Easter Sunday. And I want to explain a little bit about them. So on Palm Sunday is the time when Jesus comes into the village as the Messiah. But he doesn't come in a throne or in a carriage. He comes in a donkey, and many people put their palms down as a sign of affection to let him in. But then on Holy Thursday, Jesus already knew he was going to die. He already knew that those people who actually welcomed him in were going to kill him. So on Holy Thursday, he had a supper called the Last Supper. He had it with his disciples. And in that Last Supper, he said that one of his disciples were going to betray him, and whoever he gives this bread to was going to be the one. And Judas asked, "Is it me, Lord?" And he said, "You have said so." So on Holy Friday, while he was praying in the garden, Judas had told the high priest where he was. So when the soldiers got to Jesus, Judas told the soldiers that whoever he kissed was going to be the one who should be arrested. So in exchange of Jesus, they gave him 30 silver coins, which then Judas regretted it and eventually killed himself. And then we have Holy Friday, which then he was crucified and then he was buried. And then on Holy Saturday is the time while he lays in his tomb. He went to hell because when he died, the gates of heaven were opened. So all the people who have died before that couldn't go to heaven. So he went down to hell, which wasn't back then a place of suffering. It was like where people would be kept until the gates of heaven were open. So he went down and took out all the people that were good, and she left him in heaven to be with him. And then we have Easter Sunday, which we know it as Easter, and we use it as a day of celebration where we celebrate the Easter egg, the Easter bunny, and so many of that things. But it is the time where Jesus rises from the dead. And this right here is where the Catholic faith is sealed. This is where Catholics get their, genuine seal. This shows that it is real. And this week is the time where most Catholics celebrate by going to Mass in these 5 days. But remember that all religions can be right, and all religions are okay to have. So just remember, in this week, all that Jesus did for us, so we could have eternal life when we die. All he did for us, and all the suffering he maintained. So we have to carry our cross in this week, and every day give thanks for everything he did for us. Okay, thank you for listening. And happy Easter. Goodbye.